What is going on, guys? It's Dylan the Machete here, professional Muay Thai fighter, here with two-time world champion Jayden Eynaud, karate combat superstar, and we're going to teach you guys how to spin today. First thing we're going to be going over is a spin and back fist. So, Jayden, how do you set up a spinning back fist and what are the body mechanics for it?
Okay, a couple of things you need to do when you're doing the spinning back fist or the spinning elbow. It just really depends on your distance. The first thing is you want to make sure when you spin, you're only stepping with your lead foot. All right, so if we're spinning this way, you're spinning towards your, away from your lead hand. All right, you only want to take that one step with your lead foot. As you spin, hands up, and that back foot is now locked and anchored to the ground. All right, that way you're going to get all your power from the back, and you can just turn your hips, your ankles, and your shoulders all the way through. That's the first part. The biggest mistake I see is when people spin, they do this, and they bring that back foot with you. You don't want to bring that back foot around. You want to have that anchored to the ground. All right, when we're doing the spinning back fist, you want to hit with the side of your glove. Okay, so as you spin, hit with this part of your glove because there's generally not much padding there. If you hit with there, there's a lot of padding. All right, you want to get as least amount of padding as possible. So turn that and have it on the side of your wrist. That's the hardest part of your glove. As always, as you step, you spin. Try to look as you throw the shot so you can see where you're hitting. Okay, you don't want to just have your head down or look elsewhere, right? You want to try and see what you're hitting. And if you're rotated all the way through enough to see, you're going to get more power because you've rotated all the way through with your hips. So making sure that you're taking one step only and you're spinning using your hips, right? Your 4 points, your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your shoulder. Your opposing hand is up, your chin is down, and you're looking as you throw the shot. Spinning through like this, okay? You don't want to just use your arm because that's not going to work. All right, feet anchored to the ground, spin, right, and look.
Cool. So that's the technique for the spinning elbow. Now we're going to be showing when to throw the spinning elbow. So, if you're just fighting someone and they're just moving in front of you, when is the time that you would throw the spinning back fist?
Spinning back fist is a tricky one. When you're throwing this on in a fight, you want to be careful because it's pretty obvious. As you spin, you've got a long way to go before it actually lands. And a long way to go means a lot of time that your opponent has to see it before it lands and can duck out of the way. All right, so there are a couple of scenarios. If we're going through the inside leg kick, right, and you miss, if he happens to step back, we can throw that spinning back fist or spinning elbow depending on your distance, all right? It's the same with the head kick, all right? Miss the head kick, he leans back, and as he comes back up, he's gonna walk into that shot. This is good because he's coming into the shot. It's gonna double the power of the shot. So anything that comes off that lead one, doesn't matter what it is, if you happen to miss, follow through with something. If you're unsure of your distance, throw it as a spinning back fist. If you throw it as an elbow, you might miss him if he's too far. If you throw it as an arm, a spinning arm, it doesn't matter if he's close, I'm going to hit him with my elbow or my arm. It doesn't matter if he's far away, I'm going to get him with my hand, right? But it's better to throw it as a back fist, at least one part of your arm is going to land, rather than an elbow and missing if you're not close enough. So always try and throw it, at least if he's far away, throw it as an arm. Throw the whole arm, and some part along your arm is going to land. You want to throw it off something, either an inside leg kick or I've teeped and I've slipped off the teep, all right? Follow through with it. This is more of a plan B kind of move. If the first technique doesn't move, you're off balance and you just throw it. It's not something that you traditionally just want to throw by itself. You can do it, but you can get caught. So you really want to be careful when you're actually throwing these, and it's better to be thrown off of the back of something so their hands are up first and they're less likely to see it, rather than just throwing it by itself because you can telegraph it and it's really easy to read.
Yeah, something one of my coaches always said to me is a spinning shot is a fix-up for a fuck-up. It's not the thing that you throw off the bat, but if you throw a shot, it's the same thing like if I'm in front of Jayden. My last fight, I won this by a spinning back liver kick. Is I threw the left kick, my opponent leaned back, and then I came around, the right kick went straight into the liver, opponent went down. So, same thing when you're spinning. Spinning is a fix-up for a fuck-up. It's not the thing that you always go for, but if you do it effectively, you can definitely stop fights with it.
Exactly, and especially if you're already throwing the shots, even off a hook, and you miss the hook, you're going that way anyway, so you've already got the speed and the power generated. You've got momentum to move that way. So it doesn't really matter what it is. If you're throwing a hook, if you're throwing a kick, all your power and your momentum is going that way anyway. So you can come here, you can come there, whatever. But you got options with this, and it's good because you're already going that way.
So the mistakes that you can make when you spin. So there was one fight that I had on Eruption where I threw a spinning back fist and I looked perfect pretty much the whole fight, but the only times where I didn't look perfect is when I did the spin. I'd do them at the wrong moment. I'd just kind of move off and just throw it for the sake of throwing it without setting it up. And I got body kicked, I got hit in the back of the head for it. And those are the times when you don't want to spin. You want to spin for a purpose. Like we were saying, spinning is a fix up for a fuck up. So you throw your shot, you miss, and then you go into it. You don't just throw it for the sake of throwing it.
Yeah. Spinning is one of those things that you don't want to use too much in a fight. I fought an eruption as well one time, and I just kept spinning the whole fight. I threw probably 20 or 30 different spinning techniques, kicks, punches, elbows, and probably only 1 or 2 of those landed. And because of that, I was throwing so many, not only was it making me tired, but it was also affecting my scorecard because I was spinning and missing, and that is not effective striking, and that's going to score against you. So you don't want to spin too much, especially because it just looks bad when the judges are watching you spin and miss. They're not going to like it. It just looks tacky and not very technical. So you don't want to spin too much, but when you do, you want to make sure you're spinning properly. You want to make sure it lands. You don't want to just throw it by itself because it's very easy to read. And if they do that in one of my fights, I just threw a spinning back fist by itself, and I missed. He jumped in and knocked me out because I was open, I was off balance, and I had my hands down. So you want to be really careful when you're throwing spinning techniques.
You're fully committed when you do something.
100%, like 100. You have to throw it with everything.
So you got to turn the negative into a positive.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, you miss something, you go for it. Like, Jayden's style is very aggressive. I'm a bit more of like a point fighter, so like I do fake and I do like kind of do this type of stuff a little bit more, whereas Jayden is throwing everything to fucking kill you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way to describe how I like to fight.
And I think you did that at the dinner parties.
Exactly. We're going all out. We're not here just for points. We're not here just to mess around. We're here to
go hard, go early.
Exactly. We're getting paid by the fight, not by the round.
And what's your signature?
Oh, spin. Spin to win. Spinning back fist, spinning kick, spinning elbow.
Just dropping cunts.